Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your life path reading for September 2021 with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So a quick note about these readings, the way that they're structured. I put out my first set of these last month and I realized that everybody kind of got lost in the melee. So let me explain to you how they're going to go. The first part of this video is going to be a general overview because we're looking at the universal month that all of us are existing under. Don't skip this because it's going to provide you an important context of how this fits into your personal life path reading, and more importantly, how this energy is going to affect you. And then I will go into what kind of energies and themes you can expect specifically for your life path number. So this first part in the beginning, yes, it's going to be the same for all videos, but you need to watch this because it's going to provide you that important backdrop to the entire painting of your life, let's say. All right, so this month, September, is a universal month 5, right? So 5 is fast, it's dynamic, it's passionate, it's very avant-garde in a lot of ways, and it's very much about being present. It's about being here in the now. It's about being embodied in your physical self, living through the senses, through what you can see, through what you can touch, through what you can taste, hear, smell, right? So this is a great month to stimulate and nourish your soul through your senses, whether that's eating good food, having good sex, buying yourself a really wonderful set of bed sheets that just feel so comfortable and zhuzhy, whether this is buying yourself an amazing glass of wine or a dress or a pair of trousers that fit really well. This is a very embodied energy. It's a very physical, a very sensual nature and sensual energy. Now, the number 5, when we talk about sensual, yes, it can be sensuality, sexuality, all of that. But when we talk about sensual, we're talking about the 5 senses of the body. Anything that stimulates those, anything that nourishes your soul through those energies is going to be highly favored for you and highly sought after by a lot of people this month. So I've got my trusty notes here as well. This is the number of energy, passion, vibrancy. It's also the number of travel. It's the number of freedom and liberation, right? So these are all things that people are going to be a lot more interested in this month, which makes total sense to me. What I will say as well, we might see this or talks about these kinds of things on the wider world situation. So we might see people, maybe the people are demanding more freedom, or maybe a revision of the rules, or, different ideas or ways of doing things when it comes to those things. I also feel like as well, we're going to see some sort of development in the travel world. I've been talking about this a lot this year in general, and not just because of the pandemic, but because of the way that things are moving in general. So that being said, 5 is also very technical, right? It's dynamic, it's advancing, it's liberating, it's confrontational and even competitive. So you might find that these are energies that you come up against in the world in some way, shape or form. You might find that the way that people approach things are more competitive than usual. Even people that you kind of know aren't really that way inclined will have that kind of edge to them where they want to get ahead, they want to push ahead, they want to bring things, maybe new things into the fore. So I diverge from the usual planetary associations to the number 5. So a lot of people postulate that it's not, but for me 5 is very mercurial and very Uranian. A lot of people postulate that the number 4 is Uranus ruled, and that doesn't sit right with me. And the beauty of these systems is you can change and adapt them to the ways that they speak to you. 5 is technical, it's advancing, it's freedom loving, it's liberation, it's travel and movement. Those sound like Mercury and Uranus to me. They don't sound like Saturn. They don't sound like, anyway, that's a debate for a whole other day. But that being said, those for me are the ruling planetary energies for this number. Now, This month is definitely going to pack a bit more of a punch. Why? 2021 itself is a 5-year. This month is a universal month 5. So we're all under this double hit of this 5 energy. So this energy of competition, this energy of needing to get ahead, this energy of being physically stimulated in some way, shape or form is going to be really heightened. You might find that the anxiety, if you suffer from anxiety, I know I do, if you have that kind of thing, this month you might find that it's kind of through the roof. You might find that it's more pervasive than usual. And if that is the case, I invite you to do something physical, do something with your body, jump, dance, right? Go running, go to the gym, have sex with your partner, have sex with a random stranger if you want to. Yeah, I don't condone promiscuity, but you get my point. This is all about utilizing your body and letting your body lead the way. It's not so much about sitting down and planning. All of that was last month with the 4 energy. We're in a 5 month now. This is about doing. It's about action. It's about movement and passion and desire. Now, I will say to you as well, if you've got something to start this month, I would say that it's actually kind of highly favored or blessed. There's a feeling this month that even though it is the 5 energy, which isn't necessarily known for sticking around or sticking to things, there's a sense that the way that this month combines with the overall energy of the year, if you start something this month, it has a lot more it has a lot more chance of success. And I believe that's because we've got the sun in Virgo this month. We've also got, mostly in Virgo this month, we've also got Mercury in his home sign where he's happy, but then he's going to dip into Libra. So he's going from a sign where he's exalted and then moving into a sign that he actually does well in because it's a fellow air sign. So in a lot of ways, and yes, Mercury is going to go retrograde this month, but in a lot of ways I actually feel like this is quite a beneficial month for starting new projects, certainly ones that you want to start with a bang so that you can, you know, make as much headway as possible. The way that I'm seeing this in my mind, it's kind of like, you know, the swimmers, when they get to the end and they flip over and they kick off of the thing, like the more kick you get from that wall, the less energy you kind of waste swimming, right? And then once you feel yourself slowing down, then you can get into it. It kind of feels like that to me. So this is a month, like I said, for action, interact rather than plan. What I will say as well, speaking of doing, get physical. Dance, jump, run, skip, you know, like I said, all of those things. It is an energy to liberate yourself in some way, shape or form. So if there's something or someone or a connection of some sort that's been bogging you down, this month it will feel even more stifling, and this can create that kind of, you know what, I'm out, right? So just be aware that this energy is floating around so that you can find a way to manage it. Now, this is also a number that makes people a lot more passionate and a lot more vocal. It also sees people wanting more fun, right? So if you see people being more hedonistic than usual, it wouldn't surprise me at all, actually. So just be aware that that might be an energy around. Characteristics of this number: powerful, vibrant, energetic, sexual, sensual, and materially charged, right? So if you find that, you know, you yourself want to consume more, find a way to do that and the reason being is, it's like, give me sensation. And if you don't give me sensation, I will find everything to fill that need for sensation, and I will grab it and I will hold on to it. And so I invite you this month, if you feel yourself feeling like, I've got to spend money, or I've got to do this, I've got to do that, feed your soul with something sensual, with this, you know, with your hands. It doesn't just have to be, because 5 is the number of sex, drugs and rock and roll, as they say. And it doesn't have to be those things, although it can be very escapist, and when it runs away with itself, it can really run away with itself. So this is why I say, be in your body and feed it and nourish it through the senses this month, and that will tap you into this energy and have you using it right. All right, so what else have I got here? Things that you need to look at. Are your plans too rigid? Do they need to evolve? Are you living your life to the fullest? Are you really sucking the marrow out of the bones, as it were? That is 5 energy. It lives to be bold, to be dynamic, but to connect to everything and anyone properly, right? To be present in the physical self, to be present in the moment is a very 5 energy. Live, laugh, have sex, eat good food. One thing that I will say with 5 energy as well, connect to as many different people as you possibly can, whether this is people overseas, whether it's from people from different backgrounds, different religions, different everything. The more stimulus you have that is different from your everyday routine, the better. And this month, create new routines. If you know something is outdated, outmoded, or just outworn, get rid of it. All right, that really is the best way for you to get ahead this month. What I like to say to people as well, easy ways to utilize this energy: cook from a different continent every other day. You know, one day you're cooking Chinese, the next you're cooking South African, then Greek, Italian. Like, literally just switch it up and keep switching it up. That will help alleviate some of this, restless tension, as will the physical stuff, right? So get doing something. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Stick around for your personal life path reading and we will get into it. Take care and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, you wonderful life path 3 person. Let's get straight into it. So this month, it's a powerful energy actually, and the way that the numbers combine is kind of a similar energy to your own in a lot of ways, because it has a dynamic and connective kind of nature. So if you're a life path 3 person, this is going to be a great month for you, especially on the material plane, but more importantly because it really allows you to be who you are. It's going to allow you to be that sort of zany, eccentric, slightly sort of larger than life character that you are, and it's also going to see you able to really connect to your creative self, right? And this month, the more you express the true thoughts, the true feelings, the true ideas that you have within you, the better. I actually think this could be the month where people are really seeing you as you actually are, and I think the more the case that actually is, the better things will be for you. So I've got my trusty notes here. Be prepared to step out into the unknown. In some way, shape or form, you're having to do something new, or you're having to take bold steps, big risks, and that's what they say, right? Like the big rewards only come after the big risks. This is that month. Now, obviously, as always, don't bet the house, the mortgage and the kids. Don't let me see you in the paper like, this person sold their kids on the roulette table. We don't want to see any of that, but you get my point, like within reason, right? Now, this month makes you likable, which you already are, energetic, which you already are, and magically connective, which you already are. The difference is it's not just as a concept or as an experience, it has the potential to become materially beneficial for you. You can bring this energy to ground now. You can charm the birds from the trees. You can get that raise from, of your wages from your boss. You can ask for more money from that person that you're about to take the job with. You can, get the price that you want for the house that you want to buy. This month, the cheekier you are, the better you do. All right. This is a number that combines with your own and gives you a shot at tasting the rewards for your hard efforts. And accumulating all of the resources that you might need, which I love. When it comes to love, this month you might find that you're a bit more needy of your partner. You might get a little bit miffed if they appear to kind of spurn your affection. So you want more connection this month. You want that sort of, look at me, I love you, be here with me, connect with me, love me, hug me. Jokes aside, You want that deeper connection with them, and you want it to be you're you, I'm me, and that's what we love about each other. And so this month, if they kind of are a bit like, you know, if they're overly busy or they're not really as available emotionally, this month you could really feel that. The best way to get around it, be a life path 3, communicate your needs. So you're going to be working really hard on the material plane, and I will say that this could suggest that you might get a little bit neglectful of them. And so if they get huffy, or that you find sort of that they go off and create their own entertainment in some way, shape or form, don't let that kind of be the thing that causes a bit of a thorn. Give your, and that's the other thing as well, like this month, give your time and your space to your partner, right? Be in the relationship, be present. So what I was saying is you could find this month that you are a bit more needed from your partner, sorry, not needy of your partner. And that might feel a little bit stifling at times. Try to find a way to navigate that, because it's more about what you're feeling or wanting to do. If you're single, meeting someone while you're networking, getting out and about could be absolutely the place. Likely to be somebody older than you, somebody that's either very well established, maybe in a position of authority or power in some way. Potentially somebody that works in law, legalities and or big corporations. So whoever you're connecting to, there's an air about them that they're seasoned. I don't like the words older, because it, especially by today's standards, it just creates so much shit. But I like to say seasoned, like a little bit of salt and pepper, baby. we like it a lot. All right, so one of the things that you might need to consider is that this month, relationships in general might require you to pay more attention to what you're getting, because it's mirroring back what you're giving or what you've already done. So if you find this month that, relationship partners don't seem to be available, that's you're getting a mirror back to you, how you're doing your relationship style. So that's something that you need to be really clear on this month. When it comes to finances, great month for finance, an area for serious thought and consideration. You could have some really great ideas this month that see you raking it in, or maybe you're getting really great interest from people that can help you or support you in some way, shape or form. But your ideas have weight this month. It's like you throw the dart and this month you hit the bullseye. Great for those of you that work in sales or anything of that kind of nature. This could be a promotion. It could be a new revenue stream for some of you. It could be a great month to get ahead by spotting opportunities that others miss. This month is going to be the stuff that other people throw away, right? So this could be in conversations that spark ideas for you. The saying, like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Like this month, that really rings true. So, try to be present. Look in all the unexpected places and have the quirky conversations, because they could lead to money. This month, you're prone to overspending, prone to wanting to splash the cash, especially if if you feel like it's going to impress. You could definitely have that air this month. You might even find that you want to impress yourself, so you're like, what, I want this, fuck it, I'm buying it. So just be aware that is around. Now consider this month deeply what you need versus what you want, and take the time to save some money, especially that you've worked hard for. And if you get a boost of finances this month, absolutely enjoy it, but just make sure that you do the sensible thing and put a little aside for a time where you never know when. Now, when it comes to work, be sure to listen intently this month to what people are saying to you. You might find that you take information on and you just run off or sort of on your own mission with it. Showing people that you're actually present and actually listening to them and digesting what they say is really important this month. Giving others time to speak, very important. You've got to work on your people skills and your management skills this month. Now, people skills is something that you guys have in buckets and spades and lorry loads, like literally. But this month, that frivolity energy could be pervasive, so just be aware. You might find that people are coming to you with things that are above your pay grade. Now, if this is the case, do a good job, because you never know who's watching, and you might be building up a bucket of kudos that might become very relevant later when you ask for more money. All right, if you're a business owner, this is time to start those plans for world domination. Think big, think bold, be expansive about the things that you do. And I would say as well, be the best leader that you can possibly be. Find ways for you to really dig into being the best that you can be and showing up in ways that you promised to show up. Those things will be really noticed this month. If you're looking for work, I mean, it comes easy this week, but like I said, tap up your network. So your best steps this month: demonstrate your skills. Be bold, be honest and forthright, be cheeky. If there's something that you want, but you think, I don't want to pay that price for it, go in and just say, I'm prepared to pay this. 9 times out of 10, when you have strong 8 energy pervading some area of your life, you can ask for what you want and you can be cheeky, and most of the time people will just be so bowled over at that sort of barefaced cheek that they'll be like, yeah, you know what, fine, no problem, done. So, you know, use that to your advantage. You've got the ability this month. Don't shy away from the big tasks or the big risks, because they will bring the big rewards. Use tact. The way that these energies combine can see you being a bit tactless. So, you know, remember to use that. Humor and charm get you what you want and need this month. Everybody loves me and I intend to keep it that way. Alright, so I'm going to be watching you lot this month. For your warning, this energy combination can make you a little bit of a megalomaniac. Alright, so it could be kind of my way or the highway. It could be like, you know, complete grandiosity, which is fine, but you just, you know, you wouldn't build a skyscraper on sand. You see what I'm saying? As long as the foundations are there and the sense is made, then yes, go for it. But just make sure that it is. Find ways to include other people. Very important this month. Many hands make light work, absolutely. The ship has a great journey, but also arrives at its destination on time. That is saying, like, so be an effective manager, be an effective leader means that the ship gets to its destination, but also arrives at its destination on time. Your new moon message for the month of September is the gate 13 and listen. This is really about taking time to sort through the wheat from the chaff. This new moon is really asking you to listen to your intuition, but more importantly, to pay attention to what you know that you don't know. All right. This is akin to basically saying, don't wing it. If you don't know, like, be cheeky. Yes, absolutely. Take a bit of a risk. But if you know, like, there's something that you absolutely know nothing about and you try to convince everyone you're an expert, that will bite you in the ass. All right. For your full moon message, you've got the gate 25 and innocence. This full moon is really trying to show you how to be a light for others, how to reveal to others their true nature by being your true self, leading by example, right? And when we talk about the energy of innocence, what we're talking about is a clarity and a purity. And I think that's going to be really important this month. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.